Frostpunk.
You're recording, right?
Yes. Charcoal kilns can deal with excess wood supplied by coal. Making coal out of wood. Charcoal
Don't mind any of those messages. Me and Doc can walk you through this game blindfolded.
Yes, you guys are my advisors.
Yes. You see, I've never won once, but I've gotten very close.
You can
I've
win.
won twice.
You can win.
Yes, you can win. There's an end to this madness.
Oh.
In fact, springtime is very nice in this game. Very nice.
I love this game's aesthetic, though. Dieselpunk is so good.
Pride and glory.
I don't think that's why I got into this game.
Yesterday we returned.
Oh, certainly not why I got into it. It's just something I appreciate.
I really like Dieselpunk stuff.
Till the frost.
I think I got into it because of the efficiency.
Suddenly, without a warning.
Like, if you're really efficient with this game, you can beat it in probably like 20 in-game days.
For all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost,
I forget what the speed run for this game is at.
and with it, our last traces.
Was it just like an Ice Age, or...?
Yeah, it's a new Ice Age.
Oh.
Like, the backstory they're saying is London spent all of its money just making, like, these furnaces up in the north. That way, when the inevitable Ice Age that the scientists were predicting happened, they could move up there and have another chance to survive through it.
We decided to leave our homes
And head north.
and head north.
Okay.
We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly,
This is neat.
step by step. We knew the cost of our journey. And we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Whoa, furnace go brrr.
Also, those fucking idiots died like 20 feet away.
Wait,
I
Fred.
don't think they died. They were just struggling.
Now, one of them looked very dead to me.
My dyslexia is kicking in hardcore. I said we fled. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On that way, our convoy was hit. Oh, I wish it rhymed. No fun. Managed to escape. Settle a generator. And people survive. Okay. Cool. Okay, I have no clue what to do here.
Alright, you have a generator there that requires coal to power. And you could turn it on right now. And you have like... Now, you see like the little deposits around, like little like holes in the snow.
Over here, here.
Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
sending people to those to gather resources to build things. I typically, you know, the guy who's never won, on the first night, build as many houses as I can to keep as many people out of the cold in the night as we can.
Okay.
But
Press space.
Space.
Press it once.
Okay.
Time is paused. While you're in this mode, like when you're pausing time, you can like contemplate all your different possibilities. And while you can make houses right off the get-go, you don't need to make houses until people start asking you to.
in the middle of your screen, though, at the very bottom in the red thing, it will show you how many you have that are homeless.
Yeah.
Not
So
important now.
That means
but
you're gonna
it's-
need to make 8 tents to house them.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Before you go build stuff, we should take a moment to like consolidate and explain. So go ahead, Taylor. You're good at this.
Okay, so the first thing you're absolutely going to want to build are the engineering huts. So they're in tech. You want to build the workshops. Build like 2 of those things, and you should be good. You can put them on the outskirts since they have more insulation, so you can put one there and then one right next to it, and they should be fine.
Right, because we're out of wood. Okay, well, is that a wood pile right there?
Yep.
Well, you can highlight it. See?
You're gonna want to put workers on wood crates, eventually on steel, but you definitely want coal. So workers on coal and wood.
How do I select work? Oh, I select him into.
No. Click on the pile. Click on the pile.
Click on the pile. No. The
go
wood pile.
click on what you want.
Or the coal
down
pile.
there at the bottom.
Oh,
on
workers.
the bottom, you'll
Okay.
have. You could add one of each, or you can just hit max on it, and it'll put as many as it can. You have 15, and engineers, I'd try to avoid putting them in positions that you don't need them in. Like, this is physical labor. You don't need your engineers doing physical labor.
Yeah, so once those workshops are done, you put your engineers in there, and then you want to make a medical tent as well, and put your engineers into there too. That way you can have...
I assume wood in general would be... Wood, like, coal is probably the biggest one, yeah?
Yeah.
Coal's what you need to keep your heater going, but you can get a lot of it really quickly.
Okay.
As long as you have those wood piles, like it actually tells you how many resources are in those piles each. So it's 120 wood per pile, and then the coal has like, I don't remember actually.
500 for that one. This one says 60%. 500 for that one.
Yep. And the efficiency is just how efficient your workers are going to be while they're on that. You need to unlock some tech in order to use that. That's why I recommended building the workshops immediately.
Okay.
Because you're going to need those regardless in order to progress through this game. Without them, you're dead in the water.
Okay. So, should I let it do its thing right now?
Yep.
Well, I have 5 workers not doing anything. I'll send them to grab this wood. Or 15.
Put them on steel.
Steel? Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna need steel eventually, but...
And then some more wood or some more coal? No, you said
Probably
coal.
wood.
They gather it pretty quick, so I'll go wood.
Yeah, you should be good on just one coal for the first few nights.
I didn't put engineers anywhere.
That's because you're saving them for the workshops.
Yeah.
Once those are done being built, you can put them in there, and then you can build a medical tent and whatnot. But
is there a way I can rotate? Oh.
To walk you through, you got your resources on the top left. You got coal, wood, steel, and then your cores. Your cores are important because that determines how many like advanced buildings you can make. Right underneath your resource count though is your like time manipulation. So you can pause, you can set it to normal time, you can double time, triple time. And there's certain points in the day when your workers will actually work or not. And I believe from the start it's like from 10 to 4. Mm-hmm. So they have like 6-hour work days, but you can get policies to make it go from like 6 to 8.
Should I make a cookhouse?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Right now
that's not a day one thing. You need research from the engineers in order to figure out how to make a cookhouse.
No, he can make a cookhouse. He just doesn't have the resources for it right now.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. Because I was noticing I have raw food, and I feel like that's not healthy for my people.
It's not, but...
But then again, survival is the most important thing right now.
You gotta figure out what's important. Once we get past this initial stage and you start, like, branching out and having way more choices, like, I'll let go of the handle a bit more and let you do your thing. But to ensure you're starting this, like, it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I was almost expecting you guys not to say anything until after the problems happened, and then you just be like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing."
Oh no, this game is brutal.
That's what I've heard.
We want to make sure you have a good start.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We want to make sure you have a good starting platform to work off of and understand the base of what you're doing.
Right.
That way, when you make decisions about what needs to be done and you get conflicted with decisions that we haven't told you about yet,
Mhm.
you'll actually have to think about it, and we can debate it.
Okay.
True.
Right, because you guys are my advisors.
And we
Yeah.
can make this more fun as time goes on too. But
For sure.
these first few days, it's really clear cut what you need to be doing, and that's gathering resources and getting your first stages of your settlement built. That way
Okay.
you don't die within the first temperature drop, which is
Right.
in
4 days.
3 days from now.
It's
on
like
the fourth
4
day, it'll
4.3.
drop down twice. So it'll go from 20 degrees to 40 degrees
Oof.
below. Which
All
is
right.
not fun.
I'm gonna hit the button.
And it's just going to keep going. So, yep, go ahead. So, hopefully those guys get that shit built up. And if you zoom out, you can see all your stuff. That's all the space you got to work with.
That's
I
it?
always love seeing like them build the lines in the snow.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
you'll be able to build like actual roads and stuff, and like make everything super clean.
Heated roads.
I was very happy with this. Like one of my best attempts, I had this beautiful, marvelous city that just sprawled the entire area, and like everything was super efficient. But people weren't very happy with the food, and they wanted to basically like the way I was preserving I was saving them food. They wanted off of it, or they. But I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. If I took them off of it, we didn't have enough food for everybody, and that got me kicked out. But if I kept them on it, they didn't like it, and I got kicked out. So it was a thing of like the elements weren't even what killed me. It was just I didn't have enough food generation.
Should I get heaters or steam?
Another thing you're going to want really right now, actually, is a medical tent. So you may want to build that next to your, like really close to your core. Yep, that's the one.
Oh, it won't let me because of the wood, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you just
Is that coal?
unpause and
Hey,
wait.
I can start this now, right?
You don't want to, just to save on coal.
Okay.
As soon as 6 o'clock rolls around, that's when you want to start it up. Or is it
Copy.
8 o'clock? I can't remember, but 6 o'clock is safer anyways.
Oh, that's so
Oh
cool.
yes, the thermal view. It's
That's
going to be a lot more cool when we get your city rolling a bit more.
That's really cool.
So 1800
It's really cool,
is when you want to
but
turn
later
it
it just becomes fucking horrifying.
on. Mhm. I didn't know that you hadn't beat this game, Niche.
I've gotten really close. Like I was like near the final day, almost through what
Put
comes.
it right
and,
next
like,
to your. No. Put it right next to your.
Oh.
I just got
You wanna
screwed over
you wanna
once
save space.
by.
Like
got
right
screwed over
next
once
or
by
behind him?
food.
No.
No.
Like right here?
Right next to the. Yep, that's the spot. Either side. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're
You
fine. I got
saying
screwed over
that you-
once by food and once by just overwhelming numbers of the sick.
Yeah, I think the 6 killed me a couple of times
The what?
later in my games. The amount of sick people that you have.
She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout. We'll send them. We'll do what we
Okay.
can.
Yeah, so that gives you an objective. She's asking for you to build a beacon, make a sled, and then send her out so that you can get more people. More people means more workers. More workers means more supplies. More supplies means you can potentially keep surviving for longer.
That is
And at
true.
greater capacities.
I like that they connect. That makes me happy.
Yeah. You can put as many as you want between, and they'll all connect to each other. And then you can like have little walkways beneath them as well. So now you want to go into your research, and you want to get beacon. Unless you can buy drawing boards, but I don't think you can.
Nope. But the hunter gear.
Yeah, that you could get that too. Hunter gear would probably be better.
Yeah, because the beacon, I'll do it next.
You're gonna need to capitalize on the hunter gear though. You really need to make a hunter's hut.
Ah.
So it's in. I think it's in food.
Mm-hmm.
You're also gonna need a cookhouse. Make a cookhouse
Alright,
first, because
there we
you
go.
already have that raw food. You can put it on the outskirts because it's insulated as well. So next to your workshops.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
We're out of wood. Well, that means work harder. 6 o'clock's rolling around.
Yeah.
The only but the just so you know,
As soon as it hits 1800, turn it on.
What's that, Doc?
Go ahead, do what he said.
Okay.
Then you want to turn something on?
Once 6
Yeah,
o'clock hits.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I was gonna say like the steam generators, like
So
the
now?
Mm-hmm.
there's like the little generators you can build around the city. I've only ever put those in like living districts. They've never truly helped.
What's this? A roof of heads.
Okay, so now this is the basis of the game. You gotta make hard choices. If you don't follow through with them, you'll get really bad repercussions.
Yeah. So yes, you have 2 days to provide shelter for 40 people, or you could get a lot of favor with these people if you could get everyone.
That's just 8 tents. How expensive are the tents?
They're 10 wood. 10, 15 wood, something
I have
like that.
9 wood.
And you have 2 days to do it. You've already used all of your wood to get a cookhouse.
Honestly,
medical
this is one of
tent,
the easiest
and-
ones to do.
Yeah, this is really easy to do, okay?
I'll provide housing for everyone.
You can definitely provide housing. Yeah.
It's just
but
like, it just now all wood goes towards housing for the next couple of days.
Yep.
Right. I only have 5 there. I'm gonna cut back those 5 people and put them in the cookhouse once it's done.
That's fair.
That sounds like a great idea.
You'll
Once
want to
it's
get a
done.
hunting lodge going then just to supply more food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be doing that here soon. Because I still have
That'd be
100
good.
food.
So you're feeding 80 people.
Right. What do you want? Food and hunger. There it is. Okay. Should I talk to him?
Wait, was I wrong on the cookhouse?
I mean, yeah, why not?
Not the best one. They look for the quickest, not the best. Okay. Thank you for the
You
word
have
of
a
advice.
fixed
That means if you
problem?
lose an arm in the mines, we cook it for dinner. Is that a thing?
Okay, the cookhouse is
You do
finished.
you do get to choose whether or not you get to do amputations later.
Because I have engineers in the medical post right now.
Yep. If you click on the medical post,
Mhm.
there's a tab for patients, and you can see like 6 people. Right now there's no sick people, but you can only house 5 of them right now.
Okay.
Later on you can potentially make that more.
What's this? What do you want? Open the book of life.
Yep, you get to make a decision on how you handle children.
Well, I mean, in a survival situation, all hands on deck.
Open it up and let's discuss it. You have 2 routes. You can have safe job or you know, working in safe jobs or child shelters. Now,
I really
Now-
do. What are child shelters? I'll have to build a
Basically
child.
sit in house. Yep. Or you can just say hold off on that, and you can buy another law if you so please.
Like corpse disposal.
Yeah, you could. Except you don't have any corpses to dispose of right now.
Yep.
Right.
Where is it? There's...
The emergency shift is at the top.
Yeah.
That's the one I
Yeah.
usually go for.
Go back to the child stuff. I believe the ones after that has applications.
Yeah, but you can't see him until he chooses.
Medic
whenever
apprentices, engineer apprentices. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you go child shelters and then you can have them become medics.
Or engineers.
Yeah.
Oh, but
it's
then
like,
I'll have to build a child shelter
Yep.
yeah.
when I already have to
The,
build houses.
Yeah, it's like a thing of like you can hold off on this for a few days, but we'll say like having them be like medical or engineer apprentices really does help because that's just extra like hands working in very important jobs. Or
that is
otherwise
true.
you have the children and the people like that because it's an education. Whereas the other way, it's you're having them do menial labor that endangers a child's life, and no matter, it's like that's just gonna make people feel bad.
Yeah, that
It's
is
like
true.
As long as no children die for child labor, it is a fine way to go. Hope will only fall slightly initially, but they tend to not have any accidents in like really menial tasks like gathering or what is the other one? The cookhouse. So you can have children work the cookhouse and do like menial gathering tasks that are completely harmless, and they won't be injured unless there's
They
just
should
a
be-
significant temperature shift in their area.
They should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
The shelters do work out in the way of like storing children and then getting to use them later with the apprentices.
Right.
Child labor gives you a solution immediately. So now there's an alternate choice to child labor right now too, though. Instead of saying, yeah, let's put the children to work and then potentially lose children and gain a lot of like dissatisfied followers, you
Right.
could go for emergency shift and then have everyone hate you for being put on an emergency shift.
To work for the next 24. Oh.
They get the emergency shift button.
No, I don't think that's necessary yet, especially if I do the safe jobs and have the kids run the cookhouse. Then that gives me well, those are those aren't engineers. Those are just regular workers.
You can emergency shift anyone, and you can come back and get child labor. Boom. It's a win-win. in
I
my
don't
opinion.
know if I want to do emergency shift right now. Extended shift? Oh no.
Extended shift is just instead of people working between the hours of like 10 and 4, they work between like 8 and 18, so they have 10-hour shifts instead of 6-hour shifts. It's like what you work, Josh. Imagine going into a frozen wasteland and then someone telling you you only have to work for 6 hours. It's only natural you work for 10. Or at least I'd imagine it'd be natural I'd work for 10.
I'm used to working 10, so like
Yeah,
heck,
exactly.
I was even used to working 14. Whether it was freezing cold during the winter or burning hot during the summer. I almost want to go child labor because, I mean, in my eyes, in a survival situation, we need everybody doing their part.
I mean, that's fair. It's got to put the children in non-dangerous environments.
Yeah, so wait, how many kids are there?
I think you start with 15.
What? I can only put 5 to work. Unless, like, going out and gathering from the piles is dangerous. Or not.
Only dangerous if it's really cold, so...
Mm.
Right now it's not super cold, but... I mean, between, like if you had to choose between a child or a man or woman to send out to do the gathering, I'd probably send out the man or woman.
Yeah.